Then we have quota sampling technique. In quota sampling technique, selection of the units happens on the basis of a preset standard. Sample is formed on the basis of specific attributes so that the created sample will have the same attributes as that of the total population. In quota sampling, the population is first segmented or divided into mutually exclusive subgroups, just similar to what we do in stratified sampling. Then judgment is used to select the subjects or units from each segment based on specified or specific proportions. For example, an interviewer may need to interview different people in a society or in a city, but the requirement is to have more children than adults in the sample. Therefore, first what he does is he divides the society into children and adults. Then a higher number of sampling units is taken up from children and a smaller number is taken up from a predefined group of adults. So this is quota sampling, giving different quota to different groups which have been predefined. In quota sampling, the selection of the sample is not random. It's not done randomly. It's done with a purpose. For example, in our example, the interviewers might be tempted to interview those who look more helpful. If for the study the children can be more helpful, we take more sampling units from the predefined group of children and less from the predefined group of adults. Since not this way, not everyone will get the opportunity to be a part of the sample. The problem here again is bias. Quota versus probability sampling has been a matter of controversy among researchers for many years. But this technique is extremely quick. It's a very extremely quick method of collecting samples. If you follow this technique, you will be able to acquire sample very quickly. The overall benefits of non-probability sampling techniques are these techniques are used to create a hypothesis when limited to no prior information about a subject is available. This method helps with immediate return of data and helps to build a base for any further research. This sampling technique is widely used when researchers aim to conduct qualitative researches, not quantitative but qualitative researches, or pilot studies or exploratory researches. We already know what exploratory research means. And finally, the non-probability sampling method saves time and money, especially when some preliminary data is to be collected. Then we have the final stage in the sampling process, and this is selection of the sample. We talked about different methods through which a sample can be acquired. Now in the final stage, using any of these suitable methods or techniques, what a researcher does is he selects the sample and begins the collection of data. Collection of the sample in the final stage requires substantial amount of office work, legwork or field work. Now this is all about sampling and methods of sampling. This is all we have to study. This is all we have for this lecture. In the next lectures we will talk about methods which follow the process of sampling and then the compilation of the research. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.